What's going on, guys? Today we have something very exciting. It is my first smoke system for my new paramotor. I just started flying not too long ago, a couple months, I think like 3 months ago now, and ever since day one I've always wanted a smoke system. So I actually picked this up from PPG Smoke from Ryan. Great guy to deal with so far. This is a pre-production model, or like a first run model, so I got in on that. So today we're going to look at this and see what we think of it, and we're going to install it on the my paramotor, which is a Nirvana Top 80, and we're going to see how it works and how the process goes. So stay tuned. So to start out, the packaging on this thing is incredibly nice. It's very professional. All the colors are really nicely done. Looks like a really nice system so far. So initial impressions here, it looks really nice. Let's check it out. So to start, we have obviously the main container. It's a really nice kind of like neoprene style pouch. We're going to check out the little battery compartment and the pump in there in a minute. I want to take it out and see it. The button looks pretty nice. It's a kind of click style, you know, click it on and then it stays on, then you click it back out. There's a nice little inline filter. There's no you know, attachment to the lid. There is a nice, you know, seal release thing there. Down in there you have a little basically like chuck at the bottom that's keeping it down in there. Overall, it looks really nice. There's some nice straps on it. So far so good. So one other nice thing that's included in this is a little manual, and obviously you have your nozzle here that's going to be inserted into your exhaust, and it looks like a really nice kind of valve stem thing that the fuel will actually catch on. So very excited to see how this will all work. Taking a closer look at this, this is basically just a quick kind of easy how-to on what you need to do to install this into your paramotor. So to install the batteries in here, there's a little like thumb tightening screw. You just kind of loosen that up, and then once that is ready to pop out, this whole kind of like back panel will pop out and open. So you can kind of see in there. It's just, I believe this holds 2 AA's, and they recommend using rechargeable AA's, which is just kind of for the user to make it work a little bit better. So one thing that I was kind of concerned about was just that the plastic of this casing here, where the pump is inside and what holds the batteries, would feel kind of cheap or like be brittle. It is like any production plastic I've ever seen, where there's no real sharp edges or anything like that. So far it looks really nice. I'm really excited to see how this works on the paramotor. So here's a little bit of a close-up look of what this nozzle looks like. One thing I'm kind of curious to see is how well this is going to work with this system. Obviously there's not very many ways that you can go about putting a valve like this in your exhaust, other than really a rib nut like this and then having this thread in. So we'll see how it all works though. It is nice that it's long, because you know, the heat distribution. I'm just wondering if it may be a little bit too long, if that's going to be a snag point or anything like that. I don't think it will be, because obviously it's going to be behind a cage and in between your prop, so not many things can get in there. But yeah, we'll see. But the metal itself looks to be really high quality. Everything, all the threads are really smooth, so I'm excited to put this on. There's a good chance.
Alright, so that was pretty easy. I don't have an actual rib nut gun, so we basically just held a washer and put a bolt down in there, basically exactly what a rib nut gun does, or it's not really a gun, the rib nut itself does. But yeah, we got that on, got it on up here. So I put it at a little bit of an angle, just so that it's a little bit out of the way. You can kind of see there's the cylinder head, and that's kind of the angle I put it at. It fit really nicely. So far, all the hardware has been really good. It hasn't stripped or anything. You know, all the threads, like I said earlier, feel really smooth. So my plan is going to be kind of to put the water bottle right here, so it's kind of right above my gas cap, and so this way that I don't have to do a lot of traveling to get to the nozzle itself. So we'll keep going at it here. Alright, so you can see here I've got the full smoke system installed. I routed the wire down onto my throttle here, obviously. Put the button right there. I just taped it for now. I'm probably gonna maybe figure out a more permanent solution, but if you know of one, please let me know. But right now, I mean, that's how I've seen most people do it. The wire was plenty long for my application here. The other thing that I thought was pretty nice was that the kit came with quite a bit extra of the fuel line. So, you know, if you wanted to mount it on the opposite side or something like that, you know, maybe over there, you could definitely do so. There's, like, you know, considerable amount more, maybe about 1.5 feet, maybe almost even 2 feet. I don't think it's necessary for here, but I did leave the, you know, inline fuel filter. So I'm about ready to fill this up for the first time, and we're gonna see how it works. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna get to fly today, but I might be able to put another clip from a later date of me using this in the air, but we are going to see how it works on the ground. One other thing that I think I should mention is that for this test, I'm actually going to be using baby oil and not what Ryan recommended, which was the, it was like an actual smoke system smoke. So I might try that in the future, but for now, I'm really hoping this works. It's quite a bit cheaper, but we'll check that out and see how it works. Well, so far I'm pretty pleased with the product, the little PPG smoke system. The only thing that I don't really love about it so far is just that button that goes on your throttle. It's a little bit uncomfortable. There's no great way to use it. I wish it was more just like a straight cylinder instead of having that little collet around the outside. Other than that though, it's actually working really well. The little videos that I did of me using it with the exhaust and everything, or like with the motor running, it's really windy here, so you couldn't really tell how thick it is gonna lay out. Like, I'm really excited to see on like a really calm day how, you know, how much smoke this is actually gonna put out. The other thing that's kind of difficult, just from my little test there, is you kind of don't know when it's on and off, and I don't know if maybe that's the length of the line that I used, but it kind of was creating a vacuum and pulling in some of the baby oil, even when I wasn't, or didn't have the pump on. So, and knowing when it was on because of that was kind of challenging, but that's just gonna be some things that I'm gonna have to work out. But other than that, I'm really happy with the product. I think it seems to work really well and does what it's advertised to do. So anyway, well, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments about it, you know, want to know a little bit more, need to see some more details of it, just let me know in the comments and I can be sure to do that. But I'd really appreciate it if you guys maybe were to like and subscribe. It means a lot. I'm going to be definitely putting out some more, you know, paramotor related content here soon. So thanks again for the view. Take care.